Get ready to build a strong body with full body strong. Always be sure you warm up before doing any exercise. Drink lots of water throughout, rest as indicated, and follow the instructions throughout. We will begin with a warm-up. Standing with feet together, you're going to alternate raising knees to chest as you grab your knee at around shin height. Be sure not to press on your knee so you don't want to hurt the knee joint. Just grab your shin and pull your knee towards your chest, alternating left leg and then right leg. Back to left leg and right leg. Great way to warm up and the lower body, loosen up the back, the legs. Let's get ready for arm circles. Arms are at shoulder height, spread out. You're going to circle backwards. And imagine as you're moving your arms in a backward circle that you're moving through quicksand. This will provide resistance and make it feel a little bit harder. Reverse the motion to forward circles. Keep breathing even during the warm-up. It's very important to keep breathing. Get oxygen throughout the body. Let's get ready to move a little with marching in and out. 2 in, 2 out. Legs together, legs apart. Legs together, legs apart. 1, 2, 1, 2. Move your arms as if you're beating a drum. This is just a light movement to warm up the whole body. As you step out, you can squat a little and then stand up tall when you bring the legs together. Let's get the upper body, back, and shoulders warmed up with reverse shoulder rolls. You're going to bring your shoulders towards the front and then roll them towards the back. Roll them towards the front of the body, then roll them towards the back. And when you roll them towards the back, you're going to grab your wrist and pull your arms down as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is a great way to loosen up the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, and the arms. Let's get ready for toy soldiers. You're going to alternate lifting leg to opposite arm. Leg to opposite arm. Another way to loosen up the upper and lower body. Get us ready for all of the exercises we're about to do. Only lift your legs up as high as is comfortable. And make sure that you are flexing your toes towards you. Let's finish up with walking jacks. So you're just taking 2 steps out to the side and then back. And then 2 steps out to the other side and back. Your legs are coming apart and together while the arms are going up and down over the head and back down towards your sides. Another great way to loosen up the muscles and get the cardiovascular system ready to do work. Get ready for cardio. We're going to be hopping from side to side and bringing our leg behind us into almost what's like a curtsy. So it's a curtsy lunge with the foot coming behind, and we're hopping from side to side, alternating right leg behind left and then left leg behind right. Arms can swing side to side, or you can just alternate putting your elbow towards your hip as you're curtsying. Next up are jumping jacks. A variation to this is stepping jacks or hopping jacks. So if knees or ankles have issues, you're not going to jump. If you are walking, you're just going to take a couple of steps to the side and then back and then alternate to the other side. Otherwise, you're going to jump feet apart while hands go overhead and then bring hands back down to the sides as feet come together. If you want to add a hop instead of a jump, you can do that as well. Shadow boxing. This is a great way to warm up the upper body particularly, but the lower body is getting involved as well. You're going to alternate throwing left and right punches as you shift your weight from back to front. So you're going to shift your weight onto your back leg as you punch with your left arm, and then alternate and shift that weight forward onto the left forward foot as you punch with the right arm. This takes some practice. You might want to do just arms first and then add the legs. Mountain climbers. You can do this on a bench or on the floor, whatever is easier. The bench is a modified version, but you're going to have your hands down on the bench or on the ground, and you're going to alternate running those knees up between your arms. So first you're going to have the right leg coming up and then the left leg. So right knee between arms, left knee between arms. You can walk this if running it is too much. Get ready for strength training with the side plank push-up. You're going to begin doing a push-up and then twisting to one side, then back for a push-up and twisting to the other side. Using a bench makes it easier than doing this down on the floor. And make sure to keep a tight core. Press your chest to the bench, straighten up your arms, twist to the side, balancing yourself on your hand and feet. Keep breathing throughout this move. Next, we're on the ground for floor bridge. Feet flat on the floor. You're going to raise up your pelvis and lower your pelvis. When you raise up, keep your weight on your shoulders, not on your neck and head. And keep a tight core throughout this move. This really works your butt and your core muscles. Get on all fours for army crawls. You're going to begin taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. This looks simple, but it's a complicated move. Really puts a lot of strain on the shoulders and the legs. The core needs to be really tight to maintain your balance, and you're just alternating, stepping 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, bringing your knee to your elbow and returning. So right knee to right elbow, then left knee to left elbow, and then back. Standing up for narrow squats with zipper pulls. Keeping your feet together, you're going to go into a half squat, making sure your feet are behind, your knees are behind your toes, with your butt leading this move. As you come up, you're going to bring your arms straight up towards your chin as if you're pulling a zipper up on your jacket. So this is squat is working your legs, and the upright row is working your upper back and shoulders. Moving to the wall for a wall squat hold. Feet are flat on the ground, butt, shoulders, head against the wall. You want to keep your knees behind your toes on this and hold as long as you can. This is not easy, so you need to maintain your balance through a tight core and also breathe throughout the move. Imagine drawing your belly button back to your spine so that you can keep your balance while you're strengthening your thighs. Moving into weighted exercises. First, we're going to grab either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and we're going to go into a squat with a front raise. Feet are shoulder width apart. You're squatting, and when you come up, you're bringing the weight straight up with straight arms to shoulder height. This is working your core as well as your legs and your arms and shoulders. So squat and then raise that weight. Squat, raise the weight to shoulder height. Next, you're going to grab a dumbbell and we're going to do side lunge knee raises. You're going to curl the weight as you bend your knee and then out into a lunge and row. Curl and row. Curl as you bend your knee to your elbow, and then to a side lunge, you're going to row the weight. Great combo move for legs as well as your arms and shoulders and back. Knee to elbow, into the side lunge and back. Knee to elbow, side lunge and back. We're going to switch sides. Knee to the opposite elbow and side lunge to the opposite side. As the knee comes to the elbow, you're curling the weight in a biceps curl. And as you go out into the lunge, you're rowing the weight. The row works the upper back, the curl works the arm. Continue with knee raises into side lunges. And keep a tight core as you're doing this to maintain balance and make sure you're breathing throughout the move. Great job. Let's take a well-deserved rest period here. Make sure that during the rest period, you're moving around. You're not just standing still because you don't want your muscles to get cold. Keep breathing and drink lots of water. Get ready for our next set. Get ready for cardio. We're going to be hopping from side to side and bringing our leg behind us into almost what's like a curtsy. So it's a curtsy lunge with the foot coming behind, and we're hopping from side to side, alternating right leg behind left and then left leg behind right. Arms can swing side to side, or you can just alternate putting your elbow towards your hip as you're curtsying. Next up are jumping jacks. A variation to this is stepping jacks or hopping jacks. So if knees or ankles have issues, you're not going to jump. If you are walking, you're just going to take a couple of steps to the side and then back and then alternate to the other side. Otherwise, you're going to jump feet apart while hands go overhead and then bring hands back down to the sides as feet come together. If you want to add a hop instead of a jump, you can do that as well. Shadow boxing. This is a great way to warm up the upper body particularly, but the lower body is getting involved as well. You're going to alternate throwing left and right punches as you shift your weight from back to front. So you're going to shift your weight onto your back leg as you punch with your left arm, and then alternate and shift that weight forward onto the left forward foot as you punch with the right arm. This takes some practice. You might want to do just arms first and then add the legs. Mountain climbers. You can do this on a bench or on the floor, whatever is easier. The bench is a modified version, but you're going to have your hands down on the bench or on the ground, and you're going to alternate running those knees up between your arms. So first you're going to have the right leg coming up and then the left leg. So right knee between arms, left knee between arms. You can walk this if running it is too much. Get ready for more strength training. We're going to do sumo butt kick curls. This time you're going to be in a wide stance squat. Legs are further than hip width apart, and you're going to squat, and as you come up, you're going to kick your butt and curl your arms, and you're going to go opposite leg, right leg first, then left leg, and back and forth, alternating legs. Squat, kick, curl, squat, kick, and curl. Keep a tight core, keep breathing throughout. Moving into runner's lunge, you're going to alternate your arms as you're lifting your knee up towards your chest and bringing your leg back. If you lose your balance, you can put your leg back down on the ground. The point here is to try to balance yourself on the standing leg. But at any time, you can put your foot on the ground if you lose balance. So raise the knee towards the chest, then bring it behind you as you're alternating, moving your right and left arms up and down. Keep breathing, keep your core tight. And we're doing the same thing on the opposite side. It's almost like you're running, but you're not going anywhere. Working on balancing on one leg, building the strength in that leg and gluteal as you're balancing yourself with your core. This full body move will get you strong in no time. Draw your belly button back to your spine to maintain that balance and keep breathing. Let's work those oblique muscles with mountain climber twists. On your hands and knees, you're going to twist from side to side, trying to bring your knee towards your opposite elbow. The key with this is don't swing your knees. Really feel your body twisting from the hips and waist so you can work those side abdominal or oblique muscles. Keep a tight core. Imagine your belly button is being drawn back to your spine. Lead with your hip and keep breathing. Let's work on the shoulders for a piked press. Arms are wider than shoulder width apart. You're in a piked position and you're bringing the top of your head down towards the bench or towards the floor. Using a bench as a modified version, this is a great way to work your shoulders. Similar to a chest press, only the shoulders are doing most of the work here as opposed to the chest. Keep breathing. And let's really work those ab muscles and core with a plank to down dog. So we're going to go into a down dog pike position and then flatten out into a hand plank. This is a great exercise for the core as well as the shoulders and legs and butt. Upper back is working as well. Truly is a full body exercise. Keep breathing. On your back for bicycles, these are stationary bicycles, so you're just going to alternate bringing your knee to opposite elbow and then return feet to flat on the floor. This is a modified version of the full bicycle. This is a great abdominal exercise, specifically targeting the oblique muscles. So only come up partially. This is not a full curl up. And again, keep that core tight. Working with weights, we're going to do a curl up with a chest press. So weights are at your chest, and as you curl up, you're going to press your arms straight, and then when you return, you're going to bring your arms back down towards your chest. This is a great combo move, working on the front of your abs, known as the rectus abdominis muscles, and also your chest muscles or your pectoralis muscles. Arms are also getting a workout with this exercise. Now we're going to sit up, grab a medicine ball, and work on Russian twist presses. So we're going to twist and press. Twist to the opposite side, chest press. Twist, press. Again, exercises targeting the abdominal muscles as well as the chest muscles, and the arms are also doing some great work here as well. So it's twist, press, twist to the opposite side, press, twist to the opposite side, chest press. Keep breathing throughout. Keep a tight core to maintain your balance. You can make this more difficult by lifting up one of the legs off the ground, or both legs off the ground, for more of a challenge. Well done. Here's another well-deserved rest period. Make sure that you're moving around. You don't want the muscles to get cold, but take your well-deserved rest. Drink lots of water. Make sure you keep breathing so that you're ready for the next set Get ready for cardio. We're going to be hopping from side to side and bringing our leg behind us into almost what's like a curtsy. So it's a curtsy lunge with the foot coming behind, and we're hopping from side to side, alternating right leg behind left and then left leg behind right. Arms can swing side to side, or you can just alternate putting your elbow towards your hip as you're curtsying. Next up are jumping jacks. A variation to this is stepping jacks or hopping jacks. So if knees or ankles have issues, you're not going to jump. If you are walking, you're just going to take a couple of steps to the side and then back and then alternate to the other side. Otherwise, you're going to jump feet apart while hands go overhead and then bring hands back down to the sides as feet come together. If you want to add a hop instead of a jump, you can do that as well. Shadow boxing. This is a great way to warm up the upper body particularly, but the lower body is getting involved as well. You're going to alternate throwing left and right punches as you shift your weight from back to front. So you're going to shift your weight onto your back leg as you punch with your left arm, and then alternate and shift that weight forward onto the left forward foot as you punch with the right arm. This takes some practice. You might want to do just arms first and then add the legs. Mountain climbers. You can do this on a bench or on the floor, whatever is easier. The bench is a modified version, but you're going to have your hands down on the bench or on the ground, and you're going to alternate running those knees up between your arms. So first you're going to have the right leg coming up and then the left leg. So right knee between arms, left knee between arms. You can walk this if running it is too much. We're back for more strength exercises with bird dog crunches. You're going to have your leg extended back, one hand behind your ear, and you're going to crunch your knee towards the opposite elbow. So you're rounding the back in the crunch and then flattening the back as you straighten the leg. This is a great exercise for the core as well as for the butt and leg. So round the back, flatten the back, crunch, straighten. Opposite knee to opposite elbow, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Extend one leg, bring that knee towards the opposite elbow. You can keep your hand behind your ear, or you can have the arm straight and bring your arm back towards your knee. Either way is fine. Just make sure you keep your back rounded when you crunch and flat when you straighten out the leg behind you. Keep a tight core and keep breathing throughout. Imagine the belly button being drawn back to your spine as you're tightening your abs. Let's continue working those abs and the whole core in an elbow plank. So on your elbows and on your feet, modified version, you can keep your feet further apart. To make it more difficult, bring your feet closer together. You want a flat back, no butt up in the air, and you don't want your hips sinking too low. So flat back, tighten your core. Just keep holding this move. This is a great isometric move for all of your abdominals and lower back muscles. Make sure you keep breathing. Moving on to your hands and feet, you're going to do an inchworm plank. This is a very small move, but you're taking 4 steps forward with your hands and then 4 steps back, all while keeping your feet stationary and your back flat. It looks simple. This is a big workout for the core and the shoulders. Keep breathing, tighten your core, step out 4 counts, step back 4 counts with your hands. Small movements. On your back for lying circles, you're going to raise your legs up in the air, keep your knees bent, and you're just going to circle your legs to the left. Make a full circle and then go to the right. You can keep your hands behind your lower back and butt for stability, or you could raise your shoulders up off the ground to make it even harder. Lying wood chops, arms behind your head. You're going to raise up towards the center, and then up towards the side, and then back to the center and back to the side. So chop to the center, back down, chop to the left, back down, chop to the center, back down, chop to the right, back down. This is great for the abs, working the front of the abs when you're chopping to the center, and working the obliques or side muscles when you're chopping towards the sides. You're going to make a tabletop with your hands and feet, and you're going to lower yourself to the ground. This is a triceps dip using the ground instead of a bench. Make sure that you're leading down with your arms and pressing back up with the arms rather than leading with the butt. You want your arms to do the work. This is a great exercise for the back of the arms or the triceps muscles. Keep breathing, and again, keep a tight core. On your back for in-out crunch, you're going to crunch up and bring your knees towards your elbow, and then as you come down, you're going to straighten the legs. So crunch knees to elbow, flat down, and straighten the legs. This is working both the upper abs or the rectus abdominis and the lower abs in the front known as the transverse abdominis. You're only coming up a little bit, just shoulders and upper back are coming off the ground, not a full sit-up. Keep breathing. It's up on the ground for lunge twists. We're going to lunge and twist over the lunged leg. So lunging with the right leg forward, you're going to twist to the right. Your back leg bends. You're only going into a half lunge. You're not going all the way down to the ground. So step forward with the right, and then we're going to switch to the left. Stepping forward with the left leg and twisting over the left side. So this is working your legs as well as your core. Let's move on to our next superset. We're going to a rear lunge with triceps kick back. Stepping back into a rear lunge, you're going to have the weights in the front, and then as you step back, you're going to kick your arms back. So, you have a bent elbow, and then straighten the elbows as you kick back. Lunge back and straighten the arms as you lunge back. Switch to the other side. Rear lunge, triceps kick back. This is a great exercise for the back of the thigh or the hamstring muscles, as well as the back of the arms or the triceps muscles. Keep breathing throughout and maintain a tight core to maintain balance. Bend the arms, straighten them as you kick the leg behind you. Raising the arms up over your head and right leg behind you, you're going to bring your right knee up as you bring the weights down towards the knee and twist over the right side. So keep raising the knee and lowering the weights to the knee as you twist over the right side. This is working your shoulders and arms as well as your core, your legs, and your butt. You're going to do the same thing to the opposite side, raising your left knee up, bringing the arms down to the knee and twisting over the left side. Truly is a full body workout, and adding the weights really give this an extra strength component. Time for a cool down. So we're going to just alternate from side to side, raising our knee up towards the elbows. Right knee up, elbows down to the right knee, then left knee up and elbows down to the left knee. Just keep switching side to side, just loosening up all the muscles you just worked so hard. I'm going to get ready for our stretching session after we cool down. I'm going to take a couple of steps in and a couple of steps out as we march in place. In, out, out. Legs in, legs out. As we step out, we can squat a little bit and move your arms as if you are drumming. Keep breathing. And get the heart rate back down after that hard workout. Toy soldiers, you're going to be lifting your leg up towards your opposite hand, keeping your legs and arms straight and swinging right leg to left arm, left leg to right arm. Only go up as high as you can and keep your foot flexed. Keep breathing. Let's get ready to stretch. We're going to get down onto your hands and knees for cats and cows. You're going to alternate rounding your back and flattening your back. When you round your back, you're tucking your pelvis under. When you're flattening your back, you're lifting your butt up and your head up. This is a great way to loosen up your core and your spine. Keep breathing throughout and relax. On hands and knees, extend your left leg and your right arm. So your left leg is out behind you, your right arm is out in front of you, and stretch in opposing directions. Again, keep breathing, keep your core tight for balance. And get ready to switch to the opposite side. Left arm is out in front of you, right arm is behind you, extended straight, pulling in opposite directions. Get a good stretch in the shoulder, the legs, the arm, hip. Going to go into a down dog. So you're inverted, an inverted V, piked position, and you're going to stretch, trying to bring your heels as close to the ground as possible. This is a great stretch for the shoulders and upper back, chest, and legs. Move into a forward fold. You're going to bring your arms overhead, hinge at the hips, and reach down as far as you can towards the ground. Great stretch for the lower back and for the back of the legs or the hamstrings. You can grab your legs at any point and pull your head closer towards your knees for a deeper stretch. Let's get back on our hands and knees and sit back onto our heels for child's pose, extending the arms forward, bringing your forehead down to the ground. Take a nice couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. This is a great stretch for the lower back, the shoulders, and the front of the thighs or the quadricep muscles. On your back, bringing your knees into your chest with your arms around your shins. Another good stretch for the lower back. Bring your knees as close to your chest as possible. Keep your hands on your shins, not on your knees, to protect your knee joints. And take in some nice, deep, slow breaths. Let's stretch out our gluteal muscles, bringing your left foot over your right thigh and grabbing behind your right thigh or grabbing your right shin. You're going to bring your knee towards your chest while pressing your elbow towards the inner thigh for a deep stretch. Same thing on the opposite side, bringing your right leg across your left thigh and grabbing behind your left thigh or grabbing around your left shin. You're going to bring your knee towards your chest while pressing your right elbow in towards your inner thigh for an even deeper stretch. This is a great way to stretch out the gluteal or butt muscles. Lying flat, you're going to cross one leg over the other and twist your hips towards the right as you look over your left shoulder. These lying twists are a great way to stretch out your hips, your back, your shoulders. Keep breathing. Same thing on the opposite side. Cross your right leg over your left, and you're going to twist your hips towards your left as you look over your right shoulder. Bring your knees as far down to the ground as comfortable. Only go as far as you feel resistance. Don't go beyond that point or you could tear muscles. And our final stretch, you're on your back, arms are over your head, and you're going to clasp your hands as you pull your arms away from your body and pull your legs away from your body in opposing directions. Feel the stretch in the full body from neck down to feet. Excellent work. As you start becoming familiar with the video and it gets easier, as a way to progress, you can repeat the video for a second set or even a third set. Keep working hard.